Hello friends, in this session I am going to explain Compton effect. Compton effect was an experiment conducted by Compton in 1921 that confirmed quantum theory of light. The scattering of a photon by an electron is called Compton effect. In Compton effect, energy and momentum are conserved. The scattered photon has less energy or longer wavelength than the incident photon. According to quantum theory, the light behaves like particle. An X-ray photon strikes an electron and is scattered away from its original direction of motion. The photon is losing in the collision that much energy gained by the electron. Here we consider nu be the frequency of incident photon and nu dash be the frequency of scattered photon. The scattered photon having less frequency than incident photon. Here diagrammatically I have to explain here. This is the scattered photon. The incident photon is scattered by an electron. The incident photon having energy is equal to h nu and momentum p is equal to h nu upon c. This incident photon uh, strike on target electron. This is the target electron. This target electron having energy is equal to m0 c square and momentum of course 0 because it is rest position. Now this photon is scattered in this direction. Here the scattered photon having energy is equal to h nu dash and momentum p is equal to h nu dash upon c. Now electron or scattered electron, this is the scattered electron, it having momentum p is equal to p and E is equal to under root m0 c square c to the power 4 plus p square c square. This is the kinetic energy. Now the momentum is a vector quantity. The momentum is conserved in magnitude as well as direction. This is the vector diagram of momentum. The momentum of scattered photon and momentum of recoil electrons. This momentum h nu dash upon c, it is resolved into two components. What is along the incident photon and another is perpendicular direction. And recoil electrons momentum, it also resolve into one is in the direction of incident photon and another is perpendicular to the incident photon. Okay. Now you know both the energy and momentum are conserved. You have to see here one by one. Now the energy conservation, the loss of photon energy is equal to gain in electron energy, h nu minus h nu dash. This is the loss of photon energy is equal to kinetic energy gained by the electron. Now for momentum, momentum is conserved in both the direction, okay, in original photon direction and in perpendicular direction. In the original photon direction, the initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Initial momentum h nu upon c plus 0 means this is the incident photon momentum and 0 is the momentum of electron, it is a rest, is equal to h nu dash upon c cos phi. This is the momentum of scattered photon in the direction of original direction plus p cos theta, it is the momentum of recoil electron. And then you have to see perpendicular direction. In perpendicular direction, in the photon direction, the momentum is zeros in incident photon and rest mass of electron or this is the initial momentum will be 0 is equal to final momentum h nu dash upon c sin phi. This is the scattered photons momentum in the perpendicular direction minus p sin theta. It is the momentum of recoil electron perpendicular direction. Here minus sign because scattered photon momentum and recoil electron momentum are in opposite in direction. Here phi is the angle between the direction of initial and scattered photon, and theta is angle between the direction of initial photon and the recoil electron. Now the multiply equation 2 and 3 by C and rewrite that P C cos theta is equal to h nu minus h nu dash cos phi, and P C sin theta is equal to h nu dash sin theta. Here left hand side P C cos theta, P C sin theta. It means that you have to squaring and adding both this equation. Here cos square theta plus sin square theta will be 1. Therefore squaring and adding this equation, we get in left hand side p square c square is equal to h nu square and 2 h nu dash cos phi plus h nu dash square. Okay, now the two expression for the total energy of the particles. For total energy E is equal to kinetic energy plus rest mass energy m0 c square, and another energy, total energy, that is E is equal to this under root m0 square c to the power 4 plus p square c square. From these two energy equation, okay, you get this equation. Therefore p square c square is equal to this. Now since from equation 1 we know that the energy is conserved, means the whatever the energy is lost, means h nu minus h nu dash is equal to kinetic energy gained by the electrons. Okay, substitute this value here. Therefore this we get this equation 7. Now substitute this value in equation 4, that is p square c square. Okay, you get this equation. Okay, now dividing by 2h square c square. Okay, you will get these equations. Okay, now you have to change this equation in the another form, like suppose v upon c is equal to 1 by lambda, and uh, nu dash upon c is equal to 1 by lambda dash. Okay, you will get this equation. Therefore lambda dash minus lambda is equal to h upon m0 c 1 minus cos phi. This is the Compton effect equations. Here lambda dash minus lambda is the, means what is the Compton shift, means change in wavelength. You know the scattered photon having longer wavelength than the incident photon. How much wavelength are changes, you can calculate by using this formula. But here h upon m0 c, yeah, h is the Planck constant, m0 is the rest mass energy of electron, and c is the velocity. You have to substitute the values here, then you have to find, that is the suppose lambda c is called uh, Compton wavelength of the scattering particles. Okay, now equation 9 gives the change in wavelength expected for photon that is scattered through an angle phi by a particle of rest mass m0. This change is independent of wavelength lambda of the incident photon. Here this change in wavelength is depend on angle phi, because this lambda c is the Compton wavelength is constant, because that is the depend on constant value h upon m0 c, means this Compton shift is depend on only the angle phi. If suppose phi is 0, what happen, cos 0 is 1. Therefore you get lambda dash minus lambda is equal to lambda c, that is the 0.02 angstrom unit. If the this phi is 180 degree, cos 180 degree is minus 1. Therefore minus 1 and minus is the plus, means there is 2, means the lambda dash minus lambda is the double this value. okay, double this value. It means that you have to calculate the Compton shift, that is change in wavelength, means scattered photons having less energy than incident photon, or the scattered photon having longer wavelength than the incident photon. Whatever, how much wavelength is changed, that change in wavelength you can calculate by using this equation, and from this equation you can prove that for in a light is a particle nature, that is a photon characteristics, okay. And for wavelength lambda, it can also behave like a waves. In lambda means wavelength, this characters wavelength you calculate in wave nature, means a light behave like a particle as well as wave natures. Here Compton effect is prove that particle nature as well as wave nature of light. Thank you very much.